You ain't gotta question these. Shawty, I'ma always ride out, even when we passing need. Shawty, I'm yours, you're mine now. This is got me, got you, always.
It's your girl Adrian. Today we're gonna be talking about how I found I was pregnant, my feelings, my parents' reactions, and stuff like that. So it was July 22nd of 2018. We had got up, me, my sister, my cousin, and my ex-best friend. We got up and we were going to some stores, and I wasn't feeling good, you know, like I was sick. I feel like I was gonna throw up a lot, and my sister has went through that, so I was there for her whenever she did go through that. So I kind of knew, like, okay, well, let me get a test. So we went by the store, and I didn't tell nobody that I got it because I didn't want them to be worried if it was just false or something. So I got back in the car. We all got in the car, and then we went home, and then I took one, and then it was like kind of blurry, I guess, or something like that. So I was like, you know what, it's probably just old. So I told my ex-best friend at the time, I was like, look, I feel like I need to get another pregnancy test because I feel like something's wrong. So she said, okay, well, let's go. So we went to the store, and we got another one. I came back, and
it's on me.
Stop, please. And then it said the same thing. So I was like, you know what, it's probably true. So then I put it in my purse, and then I called the person that I was living with at the time in there, and around that time, me and my ex had already been broken up for like 3 days, I guess, because I found out 3 days after we broke up. So she came in and she was like, what's wrong? Or you just felt like crying? And then I was like, no. And then she was like, because she thought I was crying because me and Lee had broke up. But I had the test in my purse, and then she was hugging me, and then she's like, just tell me. So I pulled it out. I didn't even turn it over. It was just like, right, it was like this, and then she seen this part, and she ran out the bathroom. I was like, so then she was the first person that I told, and it was kind of different because I usually tell my sister everything, you know. So then she started crying, and then she was like, oh my gosh, and stuff like that. So then my sister came out the room. Dang, Eddie boo. My sister came out the room, and she was like, what is going on? Why are you crying? What's wrong? She was like, it sounded like we were laughing at first, but we were really up in there crying. So when I heard my sister come out the door, I locked the bathroom door because, I don't know, my sister crazy, and she never wanted me to get pregnant. And so after that, they was up in there yelling. They was like, you getting an abortion? We're not doing this, Ty. You too young for this. You done watch me do it. You done watch me do this 2 times, and you still want to be dumb? I was like, I was already crying. I was like, but before all of this happened, the first time that I found out, the very first test that I did, I or did I call him? I think I called him or I texted him. I was like, I think I'm pregnant. So then I was like, but the test might be old. So I said, well, let me go back to the store and get another one. And he was like, okay. So then I came back and I took it, and then I called him again. I said, Lee, I'm pregnant. And then he was like he just, you know, he really didn't have nothing to say. So then I was just like, okay. So I hung up, and then I was like, I'm gonna just call you back later. So then, forward, my sister and them, I already knew, they were yelling at me. They was like, give me your motherfucking phone. We finna call. So my sister texted or called Lee. She called Lee, and she was going off the dome. Like, she was like, you're gonna help do this, and you da da da, and you da 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 da. And I was just in there crying like, oh my God, oh my God. So at the moment, the test came out the same time. Like, it came out the same as the other one. So I was like, what if it's like not right or something? So I was like, Nisha, come here. And she was like, what, Ty, what? And she came in the bathroom and she was like, I was like, are you sure this is positive? She was like, yes, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. I was like, at the moment, I was thinking like, man, my life is over. I was thinking like, what am I gonna do? I'm not in a position to have a baby. So off the bat, it was like abortion. So I was going, like, I had went to a clinic to talk, because it wasn't really a abortion clinic, but it was like a clinic that was like helping you understand every, you know, little step of everything, like abortion, adoption, or parenting. So we were going through that, and I was like, I was aggravated. I was like, I know what I want to do, and I'm just wasting time sitting here. So I was like, do I really have to, because they were making me write and stuff, and I was like, do I really have to do this? And that was like, it's gonna help you. I was like, no, it's not. And I got up and I left. So, but I said no. I said, I don't want to talk about this. And she said, well, I can't make you. So she got up and left. And then she came back in there. She was showing me the abortion stuff, I think. I don't know. I forgot. She was talking about something. So then they were like, I had my mind set on abortion. But the next appointment that I went to, they told me that they wanted to do a ultrasound, and I signed to hear the heartbeat. And I really, you know, after the time I was just like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure this is what everybody signs. So I was very early, so they couldn't do it on top of my stomach, so they had to stick this little thing, you know, in me. And they found it, and she was like, well, yeah, you're pregnant. I seen it, and it was moving. Like, the little heart was like moving. I seen it. And then it was like 153, the heartbeat was, I think. And then I heard the heartbeat, and then my whole mood changed. Like, my whole mentality of the whole situation, like, it was like, I can't do that. And I was like, I'm just gonna have to have this baby and stuff like that. And then at first I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was confused. I was sad. I was, you know. So then, a month later, my sister and her was in the car, and we was like, well, Ty, if you want to keep the baby, then let me know so we can start preparing for it. So I decided I wanted to keep the baby, and then I told Lee's sister that I wanted to keep the baby, and that I was just letting her know that in my blue thing, I was just letting her know that I'm gonna keep the baby. And she was like, well, I'm happy and stuff like that. So then she told Lee and them, and Lee texted me, and we were talking, and then and now we're here. I posted it like how long ago? Not really sure. And the time that I went to hear the heartbeat, that's the heartbeat, and that's where it was. Like, and this was at 7 weeks and 3 days. So yeah, and then I have another appointment September the 12th at 3:30. But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, that's my story for right now, you know. I should be having it somewhere in March. And yeah, but bye guys, and like, subscribe, turn your bell on, the little bell, do that for me. And bye.